Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Sacramento Kings. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. And now the New York Knicks starters. Russell is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Baylor. And it's Shaq in at the center position. It's Moncrief on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Passes it to George. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Paul looking around. Pass to O'Neal. Great tee that time from Davis. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Kings. George with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Moncrief kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Over Russell. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Such a big part of Gilgeous-Alexander's growth. When he hits hard shots like that, it makes him feel like he can score just about anywhere.
Now here's Baylor. Some solid defense from Moncrief.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one. Moncrief hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Paul with the 3. It's hauled in by George.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He can't get that one.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Paul with the 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Outside Baylor. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Outside Baylor. Plenty of space. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And CP3 with that court awareness, it's legendary, exceptional at realizing when his guys are wide open.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul with the steal. He kicks it to Leonard. Clock at 6, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
And the Kings making a change here. West is checked in. And then for New York, Olajuwon comes in for O'Neal, and Mullen subbed in for Baylor.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's West, following the miss by Chris Mullen. West passes to Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Great little stuff there from Davis to finish things off.
Knicks trailed by 6. Paul kicks to Olajuwon. Outside Russell. Leonard on the wing. Dishes to Paul. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
.143 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzi. Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Kings leading now by 5. Right side Jones. It's rebounded by New York. 1:16 left to play here in the first. Inside, stolen. Here's Shays. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The pass to Kuzi. Left side Mullen. From past the arc. Drops in the tray.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Pass to Thurman. Here's Shays. Now West. Over Kuzi. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Barnes, he's checked in for Jones. .20 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And no good. From deep three-point territory. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Kings on top, up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Elijah. Then it's Baylor. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Mullen in at the 2. Now Baylor. Paul George missing from long range. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And the first one drops. Anthony Davis is checked in for Sacramento. Petrovic is checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Olajuwon drops them both. So for the Kings, their last game a win against the Hornets. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Paul. It's good. This game is all even.
Now, from an early age, CP3 had to learn how to finish through contact, and even though the guys have gotten bigger, so has his chances of finishing those plays off.
Now here's Duncan. Scoreless thus far. Outside, George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the miss by the Kings.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's George. O'Neal with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Paul with the bucket.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to George to end the run. They grab their own miss. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. And they're finally starting to shake off the horrible shooting slump they suffered there through the first quarter.
So the Kings call timeout, their first.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jones checked in for Duncan. And it's Moncrief in for George. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And taken away by Paul.
Stay there.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. The Kings trail by 7. Moncrief, El Cid with it. Baylor picks him up. Moncrief dishes to Davis. Here's Petrovic. And Shaq pulls it down. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Mullen. Here's Olajuwon. Misses from close range.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And the shot is long.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Petrovic. Poke loose and stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Shaq. That one drops for him. O'Neal's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
I couldn't tell if they tried to foul Shaq there, but didn't matter.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And stolen by Russell. Paul against Moncrief. The high post shot. The shot by Paul, no good. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. There's the pass to Thurman. Here's Shays. Pass to Moncrief. Just 2 to shoot. Paul with the steal. Here's Kuzi. Softly drops in the floater. And now an 11-point Knicks lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that will add to your total in a hurry.
Offensive rebound, Russell. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Ginobili. Still yet to score. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
Here's Shays. He's guarded by Russell. And here is West. Ginobili with the 3. No good on the last second attempt there.
Just such an elite defender with unreal instincts. Kawhi Leonard consistent at lock.
And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 9-point lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They were in a rough spot, down 7 at one point, but kept it from getting worse than that. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build a 9-point lead for themselves at halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
They made every possession count by limiting the mistakes. Very disciplined about protecting the ball and making the right play. If they keep this up, the lead should be safe. But don't get cocky and lose just because you're ahead.
And that does it for our
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. So with Ginobili on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul George is out there with Duncan. And there's Davis, and it's Moncrief in at the shooting guard.
George with the innate ability and sense when he has to get it off quick.
Paul passes to O'Neal. Back to Paul. Trying to get open is Shaq. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
How about the change of speed from Chris Paul? That helps out a lot. Adept at getting his shots off under some heavy pressure.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Paul. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Passes it to Davis. Off target from 3-point range.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And a deep 3 from George. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Leonard kicks to Paul. Shaq dishing to Paul. Leonard on the wing. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the force with which the Diesel plays? Shaq on attack.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Jones checked in for the Kings. And then for New York, Olajuwon's checked in for Russell. And Mullins subbed in for Chris Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Mullen. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Pass to Leonard. Wants to get it to Olajuwon and does. O'Neal trying to break free. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim Duncan picks one up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And he sinks the 2nd. Brent, aren't even you amazed at the size of coaching staffs and all the support people these individual teams have now?
Yeah, some of the teams really go way out there with regards to almost a 1-to-1 ratio, Kevin, between player and coach. I just wonder sometimes if there's ideas that get shared, if they get convoluted with that many people. But if you're a player, man, the resources are there. Been pretty interesting to watch Tim through his career have some struggles from the free throw line and then regain his consistency.
The Knicks leading by 9. Outside Mullen. From deep three-point land. New York, no good that time either. And so George will bring it up for the Kings. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to George. And there's the pass to Duncan. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And Leonard has it in the corner. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Sacramento. 9-point game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Outside Baylor. For the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That's foul number 2 for him. The Kings trailed by 9. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Kings. Baylor with the ball. George picks him up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Now George. Poked away. Thurman passes to George. And here is Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Ginobili can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Shot from 16. Leonard, no luck.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
Talk about versatility on offense a lot, but how about on defense? And he takes pride in making an impact down there.
Here's Baylor. The dish to Leonard. No good that time. Good D by Barnes.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
West can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
Russell, he's checked in for Baylor. And he's good on the second.
You just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
And he makes all three. .103 left to play in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's West with the drive to the middle. Clock at 4. Shays can't hit. The Knicks leading by 14. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Thurman. The rebound by Thurman. Thurman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. West outside. Pass to Shays. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Well, through 3 quarters of... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Leonard on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Russell is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Mullen. Then it's Baylor. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Here's Moncrief. Can't hit that one. Mullen with the defensive effort. The Knicks leading by 14. Paul right side. Outside Mullen. Here's Baylor. New York, no good that time either. And here are the Kings now. Down low. Moncrief's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Baylor's shot is off.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Jones the pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Superb pick and roll action capped off with a perfect pass to the slashing AD. Leads to the easy deuce.
Paul kicks to Baylor. Here's Shaq. And he banks in the layup. O'Neal's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Got a piece of it. Duncan kicks to Moncrief. Outside, Davis. Moncrief against Mullen. Offensive rebound. Duncan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, you just got to be careful on defense with Duncan having the ball that close to the basket. He's so adept at picking up shooting fouls like he did there.
That one is off. And the Kings making a change here. George is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Knicks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Baylor. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his third assist on the night. From outside the arc. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Knicks leading by 15. Paul left side. A three ball. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. On the wing, Duncan. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. O'Neal inside. Great D that time from Davis.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The three from George. Knocks down the three ball.
So consistent throughout the years from deep. That's what has made Paul George very special.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shaq.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
He dishes it to Paul. Russell. And it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, a great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Duncan inside. Russell's there, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Here's Kuzi. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
Russell against Barnes. Jones, the pass to Shades. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Paul outside. Takes it inside. Rejected by Ginobili. And they're able to recover. Kuzi passes to Baylor. Some nice passing by New York here. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Russell.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Here's Barnes, and it's sent back by Russell. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Here with the greats. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. And for Boston, and it's Irving in a small forward. Grant, both defenses will have their work cut out for them here against these two high-powered offenses.
Get your popcorn ready. There should be a ton of scoring, but I'm also looking to see which team can bring the most intensity on defense. In the end, that will be the deciding factor in this one.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, usually the Suns rack up lots of assists. They're a team that values ball movement.
Oh, B.A., that's how you create quality looks, by snapping the ball around. It also tells you something about how selfless these guys are.
Jokic passes to Iverson. Fires top of the key. Here's Lucas. It's hauled in by Garnett. And it's the Celtics ball. The last time these two teams came together was also in this building, and they were able to win it for the home fans.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of a team.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Lucas. Averaging around 5 points a game. Count it.
Oh, man, I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Irving. Here's Wade. The 3-ball. Sinks the tray. Wade's got his second bucket on the night.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Lucas. Edwards with it. Got a hand on it. Down low. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Jokic. Pass to Iverson. Beyond the arc. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Robertson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now Edwards. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change, and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Here's Iverson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. It's deflected. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
And they're able to recover. The Suns have gone 2 for 7, a sluggish start. Outside Johnson. Pass to Iverson. Five on the clock. Offensive board. Ewing. That shot off.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Robertson. .136 left in the first quarter. Irving, the pass to Garnett. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns making a switch here. Rose is checked in. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Outside Johnson. Pass to Jordan. Here's Ewing. 6 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Four on the clock. Johnson passes to Jordan. From deep, Rose.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
Blocked! .41 seconds left in the first. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Johnson passes to Jordan to snap the cold streak. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first one falls. That one's no good. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Maravich. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
What's up? Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's Boston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Great offensive energy in that period. They're clearly on a mission.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
On the floor for Phoenix, Johnson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's Ewing in it, power forward. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Here's Garnett. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Maravich buries it from 3. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Edwards, a pass to Ewing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the last 5 MVP awards have gone to foreign players. Nikola Jokic told me, I think we're showing that there is a lot more talent in the world. It's not just USA. And I think that's the beauty. We are giving all the kids a chance and an opportunity to see that they can make it. B.A.?
I love that story. Outstanding. Thanks, Allie. Back to Jokic. Pass to Edwards. Here's Ewing. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Wade. Here's Gilmore. Drops in the layup for 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Suns. They trail by 14. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Here's Ewing. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
The ever-expanding skill set of Edwards. Nice dish right there.
And talk about consistency, RJ. Boston has made the Eastern Conference Finals 5 out of the last 7 years.
Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal, especially since some of their best players are still developing. I know a guy that thinks that they haven't been very good for a very long time. But I know what Celtics fans want. They want a ring, but they should still feel very proud of what this young team has accomplished.
The Suns making a switch here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Suns have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Jokic passes to Iverson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Pass to Robertson. From 9 feet out. Here's McHale. Here's Wade. Covered by Jordan. Clock at 2. Tries it from 16. Here's Gilmore. He can't hit that time. Good D by Jokic. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And here's Jordan from deep. They get the rebound. Look at Jokic working inside.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Into the lane. And Robertson gets it to go.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Here's Iverson. 6 points for him. Pass to Lucas. And it's Irving with a rebound.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. Well, Boston's been a franchise that has sustained winning, Richard.
Yeah, B.A., look, they've had down years like anyone, but they don't have down decades. And the Celtics, they replenish as fast as any team outside of maybe their rival Lakers.
And here we have a rundown of the teams with the best rebounding numbers this season. Number 1, Boston.
And I love how active they all are on the glass. When a shot goes up, this team takes a gang rebounding approach to tracking down their boards.
.136 left in the second quarter. Rose, the pass to Jokic. And the Suns miss again. The Celtics shooting only 36% during the second. To the inside, McHale. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Rose. It's rebounded by McHale. The Celtics have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. There's the drive. Here's Robertson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 16.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Lucas. Looking to win the run. Here's Jokic. Another shot. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Robertson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jordan misses.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Jordan. And the Suns miss again.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
And so it's Boston feeling confident. 18-point lead to win the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a comment. Things were going Boston's way from the beginning. Their sharp focus and apparent preparation for the matchup helped them zero in on an 8-2 run off the tip. They found their rhythm early in this one, jumping out to an 11-point advantage. They made a huge splash at the end of quarter number 2, willing their way to an impressive 10-0 run that got cut. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Iverson passes to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Robertson. Covered by Jordan. Garnett, that's good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Garnett's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Iverson. He's got 6. Pass to Jordan. He got a piece of it. They get it back.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Edwards. Here's Wade. Left side Irving with the fadeaway. Tips it up, controls the rebound and the putback. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 points in the game.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Here's Edwards. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Iverson passes to Edwards. Here's Iverson. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. From 10 feet away. No good, a bit long that time. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. It's tipped. Here's Garnett. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Inside. And a two-handed jam.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Who poked away? Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Robertson. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Ewing. Here's Lucas. It's Edwards on the wing. Launches a three. Boston with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Edwards, a pass to Iverson. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On the take, uses the glass on the layup. Iverson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Robertson. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Irving. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Timeout, timeout. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Pass to Brunson. Here's the three. Gets the three ball to go.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Here's Robertson, guarded by Rose. And Robertson gets it to go.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Rose, left side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derek still has a passion for the game.
Jokic is checked in for the Suns. The Celtics have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Maravich. Brunson defending. Maravich, no good. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Pass to Gilmore. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jokic, no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Yep, that one's good.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Rose outside to the middle. Here's Johnson. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pierce can't get to it. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And stolen by Jokic. With 4 on the clock. And he takes it up and lays it in. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
You gotta do more than this to stop Jokic. He's so adept at scoring on the defense.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Celtics. They lead by 18. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. Here's Maravich. Hits it from the high post.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Wilkins, the pass to Maravich. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Jordan misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Maravich, guarded by Rose. Maravich, the pass to Wilkins. On the wing, Wade, down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. No luck on that one. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Rose, left side. Here's Jokic. And the layup is good off the glass.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this 4th quarter. Here's Garnett. They get it again. Wilkins. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Irving's checked in for Boston. And the Suns also making a change. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Rose. Here's Iverson.
That is powerful.
Oh, yes.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. And he's going for the oop here. Left side, Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
First one falls for him.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Wade, the pass to Garnett. Here's Wilkins. Here's Wade. Boston again missing.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Jordan with the bucket.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside Irving. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Irving. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Lucas. Knocked loose. And here is Irving. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Celtics lead by 18.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Jordan. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Garnett. Here's Wilkins. Another one falls for Boston.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Here's Lucas. Knocks it loose. Here's Wilkins. Guarded by Edwards.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Grant, you look at the league's basketball-related income. The players and owners split it about 50-50.
You know, BA, that's why they call it a partnership. You talk about a shared interest. The NBA has really become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
1:51 left in the final quarter. Jordan, the pass to Edwards. Here's Lucas. Pass to Jordan. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Wade. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. It's hauled in by Lucas. Lucas has got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
Garnett passes to Wilkins. Now Irving. Pass to Wilkins. Launches it from deep. Kept alive. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Maravich. So we see the Celtics taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.